Hi there, welcome to Cocktails with Heather. On today's show, we are going to review Confidencial Reserve. It's Spanish for good. It's also a product of the central coast of Portugal. Subs versus Doms, and I don't mean sandwiches. Incarcerated love, dating today, because what else are we going to do? Exploding balls. Yep.
Sounds amazing.
Truly amazing. All right.
We're going to leave right in with it.
Yes.
Welcome back to Cocktails with Heather, everybody. Of course, I am Miss Heather. And again, today we're going to continue with wines that are not at all sponsored by Grocery Outlet. We're not sponsored by them. They don't give us any money. And we really wish they would. So again, if you have any leads in or you want to sponsor the podcast, Mike would appreciate your money. Today, it's hot. It's hot. It's Good Morning Vietnam. It's hot. It's hot. Moist outside. So we've got a nice, cool, dry rosé happening. So we picked up this Confidencial Reserve. It is a dry rosé. It's a 2021, which oddly enough is starting to become more vintage. I look at it and I say, that just doesn't seem right.
How do you have a 3-year-old vintage wine?
Vintage. I mean, not as vintage as us, but like, as far as wines go, like 2018 is like, oh, that was an amazing year. And I'm like, what do you mean? That was like yesterday. What the fuck are you talking about? So it is from Portugal. And as we say, from the central coast of Portugal. So they must have a Lodi there somewhere. It is a dry rosé, which is good in my opinion. Like we've talked about more of, what I call the cougar pool drinks are usually a little bit sweeter. This one does have a very dry finish. It's very clean. It's not clingy. Thank God. It's not like your last girlfriend. It will just leave you when you're done with it. Like, it's just like, okay, I'm out of here. And it just kind of like takes its overnight bag and gets into its Honda Civic and takes off. But it's a little tangy. It's a little tangy. But I don't know what you expect for $3.99, which is what I purchased this bottle for. And as some of you may remember, I was at the $2.99 range, but in this economy, it's just not happening. So on the sign, it actually said elsewhere, it would be $9.99 a bottle, which is a $6 savings approximately. But I see that Mike is actually trying to look it up here to see if it's actually $9.99.
Yeah, $10.99, $8.97, 3 to 6 day delivery.
Oh, that's good.
From the Wine Chateau.
If you ever really want wine, you can get it in 3 to 6 days. You can have that.
Have
that for you.
Yeah.
So this one I just wrote in my guide is meh. That's my official review. It's not anything that I'm going to be super excited about, but it's easy drinking. So throw it in the freezer, let it frost up a little bit on a hot day, and enjoy yourself some Confidencial.
It's a rosé with a beautiful salmon color and intense aromas of red fruits and flowers. In the palate, it is elegant, balanced, and reveals a great harmony.
No, I just say it's more tangy, especially in the middle of the palate, in the mid-palate region, the sub-palate.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still going to drink it.
Yeah, I don't drink, so.
But do you want to try it, Mike?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, good, because it's not out. It's 3 days.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of rosés, so.
Well, I guess I'll just go fuck myself then.
Yeah, alrighty.
All right, what's next?
I don't know. What is next? Subs versus Doms.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so we've been on, and why we rejuvenated this, and, I know I talk about this in various podcasts, is I decided one board night to kind of dip my toe into what do some of the online datings look like, and I logged onto one, which is Facebook dating, and it's fucking horrible.
Oh my God.
So I don't know if it's because it's just Facebook dating and it's free. I mean, I'm not going to pay for any of it. I don't even want it now, but I can't get rid of it because it's too funny. So I just have to cling on to it, and I just go through it, and I'm just like, wow. And so, as I flip through these horrible people that like me and ones that Facebook thinks I'm exactly matched with, which couldn't be farther from the truth, I've just really found a lot of entertainment. I know that's something that we are looking to start touching on in this episode, which is fantastic for me. But one thing that came out of it is I realize now, after talking to Mike and talking to a couple of other people, that my profile is uniquely structured when I made it. So I have very recent pictures that are not filtered. I have no weird faces in them. I do show my whole body exactly as it is. It's a come as you are show when you're dealing with Heather, as we all know now. And I just tell you what I'm about. Like, I'm a fucking bitch. Like, I don't hike. I don't want to camp. I'm not interested in any of your bullshit. Like, that's just what it is. Like, here it is. It's just like me putting my dick out on the table. Like, there you go. Here it is. If you want to like it, like it. If you don't, please pass on. Yeah, for me, it'd probably just be like, just a little tink, like, now my balls are huge on the other end. Speaking of that, I was just telling Mike before we got on, I said, I had somebody hit me up on the messages, because that happens, or they can comment on your picture and it comes through to you even if you haven't like matched. And it says, "Are you staying cool out there?" And I wanted to write back, "No, I'm sweating my balls off," because that is what I would say. And then I realized, because I'm on Facebook dating, they're going to think I actually have testicles. So I have to be a little bit careful with that. I know.
But they may like that.
And now, after he mentioned that, I was like, damn, I should have just said it and see what happened. So next time we have a warm day and somebody messages that, I'll make sure to be like, "I'm sweating my balls off." And they're like, "You have testicles?" And be like, "Don't you?" You're on the wrong page, sir.
Just awkward silence, staring
at each other. Don't you?
Just give them that awkward smile.
Be like,
the Rachel Dratch,
the Debbie Downer.
Yeah, Debbie Downer smile.
Anyways, so because of this, you can have people, like I said, that they can make a comment on like one of your photos or something like that, or one of those talking points, like things that I cook best are, and then you get some dumb motherfucker on there who thinks he's being funny and he's like, "Toast," and I'm like, "Well, I've already been married to like 4 of those, so I'm not interested in cooking all your fucking meals, asshole." But
things that you're good at cooking, that cereal.
Things I'm good at cooking.
It's not cooking. McDonald's. It's McDonald's. Nah, McDonald's.
That's McDougal's.
McDowell's.
We know America.
We have the Big Mick. They have the Big Mac.
Jesus Christ. So, anyways, one day I'm flipping through this a little while ago, and I get one of those comments in the picture, and all the guy says is, "Are you a dom?" And I went,
with the creepy.
I don't know. I mean, that was not implied. I think it was just like, "Are you a dom?" And so it's me. I write back, and for those of you who are not aware, a dominatrix or a dominant. And I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, for everything else in my life, I'm dominant. So I just wrote back and like, "Maybe. Are you a sub?" And he wrote back, "Yes, I am." I was like, "Oh shit, crap! Now I've dug myself a hole." So I was like, "Oh, how long have you been without a dom?" And he said, "Sadly, 2 years." And I said, "Okay." And he said, "What are your rules?"
Get the fuck off my page.
Rules? I don't know. And in my head, I'm thinking like, and I was just telling somebody this the other night. It was like, I'm thinking in my head, like, I don't know. I'm just thinking about like my own rules in bed. Like, don't clamp my nipples. I don't want to play with shit. I don't want to fuck your goat.
Wash my car.
It's like, I don't know. And so I was like, what are my rules? Shit, I don't know what my rules are.
Okay, goat fucker.
So I'm immediately, Omar the goat fucker. So I'm immediately like Googling rules that dominatrix have so I can message this guy back and see how far I can take this conversation. But I think I put on there like, something stupid of like whatever. And then I was like, I don't want him to think that I'm actually interested. And so I told him, if you sleep with other people, I want you to send me a tribute of a photo or a video.
Money.
Well, and that's what I was trying to lead to, but he wasn't biting on the money thing either. And so I was like, okay, well, maybe at least I can get some videos or photos out of this, right? And then I was like, I quit messaging him because, like, I needed to go do shit, right? Like, I don't have all the time to sit there and just Google things that dominatrixes do that they make a lot of money on and I don't make shit for. I didn't have time to Google all that. And so I just didn't. And then when I came back, he, like, had, like, 3 stacked messages to me in the last one. He says, like, I don't want to be a sub that gets treated like shit. Which I thought was really funny because I thought that's what you did with it.
Not necessarily treat him like shit, but I mean, it's.
I just saw it on the news. I saw it on the internet today, so it has to be true. There's a dominatrix that charges $150 an hour, and the dudes come in and clean her house.
Mm-hmm.
And she smacks them all day.
Yeah.
I've made bad choices in my life, Mike. I've gone the wrong path.
Yeah, you need to be a dominatrix and have, submissive chore seekers.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, I guess so.
It's like, what are you? I'm a submissive chore seeker. Like, I don't think that's a category.
Well, that one Dom's got people coming in and fucking cleaning her house. Those are chores.
I was going about it wrong. Like,
go get my food.
I thought he just wanted me to pay him.
Wash my car. Yeah. Clean my pool.
Yeah, don't touch me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like,
paint my house.
How does that work for a guy? Like, how does that get them off?
I don't know. They like being ordered around.
He did say he wanted me to step on his neck with my foot.
That's weird.
Is it?
Yeah.
My feet are fucking amazing.
To you.
Yes. Well, that's right. You don't like feet.
Not a foot person.
Sorry. You probably just threw up your dinner.
No. I've...
Good, Heather. Goes,
I've gotten better with the whole dealing with feet thing, but I can't even begin to explain how it came to be that I really dislike feet. I don't understand it myself. No, this is like recent type of thing. This is like in the last 15 years.
So you just like seeing somebody have like nasty ass fucking feet.
I think it had to do with...
I'm not saying that I love feet. I'm not interested in other people's feet. I just know that my feet are cute and other people seem to enjoy them. But yet, no one has paid me money. If anybody out there listening would like to pay me money for my feet, I'm totally okay with that. I will.
We can set up
something for that.
A Patreon.
You know, do whatever you want. Like, I'll make a hot dog out of my foot. I'll put it in a bun, put mustard on it.
Ew.
Okay. I'll smash a cake with it.
Yeah, so I think mine...
Paying up a friend to pee on it.
Clay.
Clay don't care. You can do it.
I think mine came from Opie and Anthony because they had a comedian on named Jim Norton. So it was Opie, Anthony, and Jim. Yeah. And Jim is a weirdo. There's just no other way around it. He's a weirdo in a good way, and he has a foot fetish, like Glenn Quagmire level foot fetish, and like no. And so I used to listen to Opie and Anthony all the time, and all of a sudden it just started in with the
yeah, I can see that.
So
it's funny for some reason tonight I'm not hearing myself the same. It sounds echoey to me. I don't know what it sounds like to you.
No, it doesn't sound echoey.
Okay, it's just me.
I have the Dom mic. Yeah.
What's up, Mike?
Yep.
So I guess and then it made me think am I a Dom? I mean, and it's me and our many prolific subscribers and fans know that, I don't really give a shit about a lot of it, so whatever you want, but, I don't want to be beat the fuck up, but I'll beat somebody up if they like it. Like, that's fine. I don't know, I'd have to say maybe I'm a switch. Maybe I should have led with that. Maybe I should have just said I'm a switch. Finding out that's terminology. Like, I could be either. Like, what do you want? Like, I could do either. Are you paying me? Do whatever you want. I'll wash their car. If they're paying me enough. Fuck it.
You don't get paid. You get to wash the car and get off on that.
That I don't understand. That's different.
That's when the Dom stands by you and then smacks you every time you missed a spot.
I cannot even tell you how quickly I would punch that motherfucker in the face. Like, I just can't. As you're describing it, all I want to do is punch you just for talking about it. Like, if I'm washing the car and somebody comes up and smacks me and said I'm doing it right, like, it's a fight. Like, I'm going to break a chair over somebody.
You're a sub. You're supposed to get off on that.
Maybe I'm not a switch.
Yes. We've gone down a dark path.
Okay, now do this, now do that. Like, that'd be okay. But, like, if maybe I'm not a chore whore. Whatever you call it.
There you go.
I need a chore. I didn't even want to hold my own laundry today.
Jesus.
It's so good you're writing it down.
I have to write it down.
Oh, that's funny. I mean, I'll put a gag ball in, but I don't. Again, nipple clamps. No nipple clamps. I don't want to do that. That's terrible.
The clit clamp.
Oh, that's also a bad idea. We talked about the ball stretcher before.
Yes. Speaking of, so
good segue, Heather.
Great segue. Woke up one morning and my balls had expanded to the size of a tennis ball. And I'm not saying like I have huge balls or whatever, but they were pulled up tight, like it was cold.
You immerse them into a wheelbarrow.
Right. But they were fucking huge. And I'm like, I guess this is my life now. Like, I don't know what happened, so I started looking it up, and usually, yeah, then that's exactly what it was. Well, no.
You're looking online, and it's like, oh, wow, I have cancer or AIDS. Those are the only things that you can get. Everything leads to cancer.
Yeah. So, exactly. I started looking it up online, and it's just like a testicular torsion. You pinched them, something happened, and one of your testes is fucking going haywire, and now it's protecting itself, and this and that. And I'm like, God, none of these. It doesn't hurt. Like if I
manipulate them.
Yeah, if I finger fuck my balls. Yeah. So if I do that, nothing hurts. There's no extra weirdness, and one's not bigger than the other. It's just they're fucking massive. And I'm like, that's okay. Well, this is great because now my package is going to be huge, and when I put on pants, it'll be even bigger. So great for me.
Big potatoes make the steak look small.
That's true, and it did. So then it started itching like mad. Like, oh God, that's not good. Like, why is it so fucking itchy? Well, it turns out I have an allergy to
a nut allergy.
I gotta write that down. Nut allergy.
Where's that?
It's over there.
Damn it!
And I don't want to have to walk all the way around to press the button.
So you're not a chore horror either.
I get the what do they call it on Futurama? The finger lengthener finger thing.
I was just thinking that you wouldn't be a chore horror. You'd be like something to be like, I want you to sit there and smoke cigarettes, and you're like, oh yes,
thank you. Give me another Pepsi.
So what are you allergic to?
Dish detergent.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to stop, and I'm gonna need to ask the question. Why?
How did I find out?
Dish detergent on your nutsack.
Okay, so my sliding glass door is a pain in the ass to open. So I was looking up things to fix the track. It needs to be cleaned. The track needs to be cleaned, but in the meantime, they're like, dish detergent will help clean the track, and this and that and the other thing. I'm like, great, I've got dish detergent upstairs. Good to go. So after I had done that, I didn't wash my hands. Because, it's just a bottle of whatever. And my hands started itching real bad. And I didn't put two and two together until later on.
If I hold my balls.
No, my balls started itching at the same time, so I scratched them, among other things. Because you got to play with yourself, too. And then, like, I woke up the next morning and fucking...
Sing this story for me.
Well, I totally forgot about it until it happened again. It's not dish detergent. I'm also happen to be allergic to fucking laundry soap.
But is Mom gonna do one?
Yes, apparently, or there's some or something that she uses in the drying cycle.
Yeah.
I'm allergic to something, and once in a while my balls just puff up.
Like a little puffer? Don't get a little puffer.
Yeah. Spooked.
Sure. Your nuts floating around in the ocean like the puffer.
The alternative is because it's so hot, it gets sticky. They stick to your leg or whatever, and they're just dangling. So now they're all, well, no, not now because they're not.
Sit down.
Well, I took a shower, so.
You're like, oh, gotta be careful. I'm gonna sit on my nuts.
Yeah.
You actually reach that level of old where you gotta be careful not sitting on your nuts.
Oh my God. It's not just.
I'm really glad vaginas don't fall down like that.
Like it's happened throughout my entire life of just, you sit down and, that's not good. And you start crying. You're just like, you sit down, you're like, oh, are you okay? Get the fuck away from me. Just leave me alone. What happened? I sat on my nuts.
So you're emotionally
available.
Man.
Yeah. I am one with nature and my emotions.
Childhood.
Yeah.
Oh, my chakras are aligned.
My chakras.
Give you a chakra. That's the other chakra. Love that. Oh, speaking of the chakra.
The bowling ball.
The bowling. I saw a video of somebody with like a bowling ball.
There was a...
to really honestly hold somebody like a bowling ball, like, okay, let's just say you're right-handed. That means there's two in the stink and a thumb in the pink. And that's not how...
No, you gotta hold them backwards.
So...
From behind. From behind.
You're from behind.
Right.
Oh, okay.
That reminds me of a cartoon by Hustler, and I can't remember who did it. It was either Eric DeCitas or Leon Trosley. And it was It was a TV and a chair and a woman with her ass in the air and her legs, so she's, what do they call that? The piston style or whatever they want to call it. Yeah, but she's upside down, so, the exact opposite of how you sit in a chair, but your ass is in the air and your head's down, and it said entertainment center, free.
Well, speaking of the shocker.
Yes.
We were going to start featuring a couple of profile matches that I received, and what I've been doing with my time, all my spare time, is I think we kind of hit on it a little bit, is that with these terrible, terrible, terrible profiles that men have.
Oh my God.
I've started offering my free services as the profile fairy godmother, and because nobody's taking advantage of it, I just started giving people advice unsolicited. And even though I have, and for my close friends and family's enjoyment, been posting a lot of these things that I've sent, because it's Facebook dating, you also receive likes or possible matches in addition to anything else that you've sent out. And so the most recent one that I received was by a fine gentleman who Facebook dating says that I am an exact match with. So you already know like what my interests are, and I'm not lying about them at all on there. In fact, I probably put even less than what my interests are on there, just because I don't want people getting excited over the fact that, like, I don't know, they used to scuba dive 20 years ago or whatever the fuck it was, 15 years ago. Like, oh, she loves scuba diving. I love to scuba dive. No, I ain't scuba diving 15 years and I'm fat as fuck, and I can't walk through with big old air tank on now. So now I'm just gonna sit on the fucking boat and die. Anyways, a fine gentleman by the name of Victor, who sent me an exact match from Facebook. And the first sentence is, which I appreciate his honesty, is, first off, let me start by saying I'm currently incarcerated. I will be released August 2025. I'm a very compassionate, loyal gentleman, and he's a God-fearing man. Never married, no children of his own. He loves outdoor activities, especially by the water. He also enjoys staying in and cuddling. He doesn't say with his bunkie. And to watch a good movie. No drama or games, please. And one of his profile pictures is actually him standing in the cell block, where you can see the entire hallway. So I was blessed enough to see one of my cousins last night, and he is an asshole, because that's what we are in my family, and I love him dearly. And he saw my post on it, and he said, I have to ask. He goes, because I guess they've been reading my posts, and he's been reading them out loud to his wife and everything, and they've been laughing. And he said, what exactly was an exact match with this guy? And it's like, well, fuck if I know, man. You put in all the parameters to Facebook dating. Like, I don't want anybody that's like further away than 50 miles, let's just say.
And he's incarcerated.
They don't give you that option, but they should. They fucking should now. And whatever. And I found that even then they matched you way out of like what your parameters were. Anyway, so I just took them all off. Like, I have no parameters on now. Like, match me with anybody. I even took off that I was interested in males. Like, throw me everything you've got. So I've gotten some interesting ones on that, too. And you do get some chicks on there that, like, I think when you put that you're also interested in friendship, it'll throw you into that friendship tab we talked about last time. Mm-hmm. And so I have a lot of chicks that pop up on, like, my friends tab, but they all just say they're interested in a long-term relationship and refer to dudes. And so I'm like, okay, well, that's not me then. And I just no.
I've been on Facebook dating. I've shown you a couple of things. And the one thing is you start going through all the profiles, and it's like just joined, and you scroll. I scroll down to where they are in California.
Yeah.
And if I don't even know the name of the city, it's a no. But if they're
learning so much geography.
Yeah.
I just like look at people and go, where the fuck is that?
Like American Canyon.
Bunsen.
Yeah. Bunsen.
I've never heard of it, but now I know where it's at.
Too far away.
It's like east of Stockton. As you go toward the back, like Ione.
The Central Coast. Okay.
According to leaders.
Yes. So I get the same thing, and then like I'll say no, and then like after 4 or 5 profiles, it's like it looks like you're not really looking for someone that's for long distance, or not long distance, but a long-term relationship or whatever. Like it's in my profile, long-term relationship, blah 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 blah. Maybe you'd be better off with looking for friends. You've given me 3 choices, and then everybody is 150 miles away.
And I'm not saying that dudes wouldn't drive 150 miles for good pussy.
I would do it if it was worth the relationship. I've done it.
Or
No.
golden vagina.
No.
No, you wouldn't drive 150 miles for golden vagina.
Nope.
Really?
Yeah.
Dudes travel.
They're fucking stupid.
I'm not saying they weren't. What I'm saying is it's happening.
I'm not saying they're stupid to go after you. I'm just saying they're fucking stupid. Like, I'm going to drive
I'm not saying I'm everybody's cup of tea, sir.
I'm going to drive 150 miles to go get laid. Why?
I mean, for the cost of gas, you might as well just go to the whorehouse.
Yeah.
Totally.
Go to fucking Nevada.
This is going to be pretty good, too, because they do it professionally.
Hmm.
That's my guess. Not that I've ever been. Not that I wouldn't go. I'm just saying.
Well, it doesn't make any sense to drive 150 miles just to bang some chick and then leave. And then you got to drive 150 miles back. That's 3 hours.
True. I did have a guy say that he was further away, and he messaged me and said that he'd be willing to travel and come stay the night. Oh, the fuck you are.
No.
The fuck you are. I mean, not only am I so fucking attractive that I have sleep apnea, so you can't stay with me, but, like, no. I don't want you in my bed.
No. I've got other things going on in that house.
Finally at a point, and I think I've reached, like, level 20 of single, where, like, I'm taking up a lot of the bed. Like, and that's not usually me. Usually I'm, like, one side, I sleep in the fetal position, I don't fucking move, right? No, I woke up this morning, I was, like, sideways on the bed, and I was like, this is where the magic happens right now. This is where I've beat the boss level now. I'm picking up the entire queen-size bed, me and the dog and the cat. So, it's like, you can't stay here. Where's my dog going to sleep? Right. And I'm not staying there.
Yeah.
At all. No. Yeah. All my things are here. I'm staying here.
Yeah. And then I got to get up, and I got to fucking leave, and I got to get my car, and I got to drive. And
then I get up at 3 a.m. before you get up, and sneak out without waking you up, and leave, and
I don't even know how to lock your door.
Go get soda at the gas station. Like, it's a lot of work.
I got to do the drive of shame.
Matt. Thank God I have maps now. It was really hard before, like, the smartphones. I don't even know where I'm at.
You guys just suck at that stuff.
The worst ones is when they wake up and they're like, let me walk you to your car. And I'm like, no. Don't. Please. No, thank you. Just let me go in peace. Just
let me walk you to the car. Let me just say no.
Absolutely not. Feel like, look, man, I'm so hungover, I'm either going to puke or shit myself.
Or both.
Can't stay here. Like, I'm just going to go find the nearest gas station.
So you just shit in his bed and then leave.
I told you I wasn't in scat play.
Yeah, but
they are now.
That's not scat.
If anybody were to say that, I should just do it. Just shit in their bed and go home. And then block them.
Have you seen this woman? There's like a wanted poster.
You know I can't shit publicly anyway. Way I can do it in somebody's bed. I can't even shit when I travel, Mike. Like I can shit in somebody's bed.
If you get drunk enough, you could.
I don't know that that's true, because I've been pretty drunk before and I can't. I'll puke. I'll puke everywhere, but I can't shit.
X-Lax. You got to prepare yourself for the night ahead.
What was it that we did last time? Dan's enemas or something like that? Doing Dan's enema before you go. We call her the chocolate surprise.
Chocolate fountain.
The new superhero that, like, comes and visits people, and then he'd be like telling his buddies, like, I had some chick stay over and she shit in my bed. I've heard of her. The sex is great, but yeah, the shit is something else. Congratulations, buddy. I had to burn my bed. This is horrible. So we did have the love behind bars, and one of my favorite, I think, comments to that was one of my friends that said, well, at least he'll be faithful for a year while he's still in prison. And then I had another friend immediately comment on my Facebook post of that and say, actually, no, because they can go on the thing and get prison pen pals. I'm like, good to know that men are even faithful.
Oh, he's also in prison.
So, I mean...
Faithful.
Well,
I didn't fuck a chick.
Honestly, in that context, I don't give a shit. What do they call it? It's boy pussy?
Yeah. Prison pockets.
That's right, I use that term. Just put it in your prison pocket. It's fine. Yeah, so it's like his hot pocket.
But what doesn't make any sense is the ability of prisoners to be able to get on Facebook or dating or fucking, Tinder or wherever and conduct one-on-one interviews with people to date them. Dating interviews.
I don't have an answer for that. I know one of my friends is really concerned about that. How did he access that? But I seem to recall somewhere in the back of my head that there was something of where I knew that they had access to computers or sometimes phones I mean, you can get anything in prison, let's be honest. What do you want? You can get it if you know the right people. So, he did have a nice watch on in the photos.
Yeah, but he shouldn't have any of that stuff.
Bitch.
Can I borrow your watch?
Oh, I didn't...
Hold on to my pocket.
So, when Rick wanted to know exactly how I'd match with this guy, I was like, I don't know. Like, I put all my likes in there. And he's like, what'd you put in your likes? I'm like, cup of noodles. He's like, he started laughing. I was like, yard time. I like yard time. I like it when the book cart comes. I was like, do you think I should take those off? And he's just dying laughing. He's like, oh, yard time. My yard has flowers. Yours has shivs.
Public toilets.
Shitting in front of my bunkmate.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. What else?
I like to spoon with my bunkmate.
I like metal food trays. I like the days of COVID. I loved talking to people through glass.
I like eating cafeteria-style food in a cafeteria surrounded by guards.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I love it. You know what I like? Oh, you know.
I like wearing...
It's the one where I say I like strip searches. Should probably take that down. It's terrible. So, in other news, since we're on the what you shouldn't do, if you're incarcerated, you shouldn't be on Facebook dating. Yeah. You should not do that. We're just going to say that's one of our no-nos.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here, and it may piss you off, but if you've been divorced for less than 6 months, maybe you shouldn't be dating.
You know what?
Fuck you.
Fuck you. I'm having an amazing time on Facebook. I've been on 3 physical dates or 4, something like that. 5. I don't know how many have I been on.
I'm not dating to date. I'm dating for marriage, Mike.
I don't want anyone living in my house. I don't even want the kids there. I'm good if they just don't come by. I think the thing of it is in my life now is I just don't want to pick up anybody else's socks. Ever. The boys are pretty good at picking up their own socks. I don't want to pick up anybody else's socks. No socks. I don't want to pick up anybody else's shit.
Yeah. I'm not saying don't date. All I'm saying is maybe you should take 6 months and just live with yourself.
With myself.
No, not a few. Like a year or 10.
Wouldn't have all this fun.
That's true.
So
it wouldn't be cocktails with Heather.
And I did in the last episode. Hopefully you guys have listened to the last episode where one of our old podcasts has scared a guy off. So that's pretty dope. So we talked to this other guy, and what I did is I did a preemptive send of the podcast.
Preemptive strike.
And I did, and I don't even think I gave a lot of context to it. I'm just like, here. And I sent the last one that we did, the day you posted it. I sent it, and I was just like, hey, here you go. Da-da-da. He was like, oh, I'm going to listen to it. And I was like, okay, cool. So I met up with him before last or something like that. And I said, as he starts talking, well, he showed up. So, I guess that's good. After I sent the podcast, right? It scared that one off.
That's a positive.
And I said, well, if you listen to the podcast, you did it. And he said, yeah, I didn't get all the way through it. And I'm like, fuck.
How far in did he get?
I didn't ask. And so, just be the announcements. And I'm just like, oh, God. Okay. So now we're just playing did I scare this one off with the podcast? Too?
I hope so.
If I could rack up 2, that might be awesome.
1 a week. That's all I ask.
That's 2 more listeners. You just have 2 more listeners. It's probably the 2 listeners that are on there, and it's everybody that I've said it to over dating.
They probably listen to see if they get their name mentioned, and we don't mention names because fuck you.
No, and I have a hilarious story about this other guy that I'm not going to tell because I'm
waiting.
I'm waiting. Then I'll tell my story. But it actually has nothing to do with anything that he has done. It's something else.
Oh, look at that!
I'll tell you the next podcast. So yeah, I don't even know if the podcast is going to scare this one off yet. So we'll see.
We got 4 subscribers. Yay! And 18 views. Yay!
Yeah, they're probably just...
I don't care how many times he listens to it.
The old shit on that channel?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good. Anyways, so in the what not to do's, which is evidently do not send a copy of your podcast to guys that are interested in dating you. B, you should probably not take a photo of yourself in the mirror of your trailer home. I have nothing against trailer homes. I am fine. I would be fine living in a trailer once the kids are gone. But if you're going to take a picture in your trailer home, and Mike's saying no, if you're going to take a picture in the mirror of your trailer home, clean the mirror and pick up all the shit from behind you. Let's talk backgrounds, gentlemen. The dirty pile of towels and the Mountain Dew that I can see in your mirror as you're flexing your bicep in your stained wood-paneled trailer home isn't doing it for anybody. And he's probably like, I don't know why nobody's giving me any likes. Because of that. That's why. I would date a dude in a trailer. I like trailers. I'm not going to date a dude in a dirty fucking trailer.
Exactly. If it's a nice looking trailer, it's not that big of a deal.
The only thing I think is a downfall of trailer parks is the neighbors. I don't socialize with my neighbors. Like, I don't want to talk to my neighbors. And then they're just, like, right there. But no yard work? I mean, sign me up.
It's condos.
So, yeah, it's no problem with trailer homes, but maybe just, clean it up a little bit in the background before you start doing that.
Yeah, especially if you have a Dale Earnhardt cup.
Was it Dale Earnhardt?
It was Dale.
So what he's referring to is there actually was a picture of a guy that I posted that...
Yeah, Mountain Dew and Dale.
And it was like one of those big gulps.
Yeah.
It was like one of the station big gulps.
Those Stanley Cup versions of, the coffee tumblers or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, one of those.
And also, I'd like to mention
Freak.
The gentleman that maybe, if I'm lucky, post one picture or a couple, and then post memes.
Oh, yeah.
Throughout their entire profile. I'm like...
I think that's what I do. I think so.
Do you match my funny? Is that what you're going for?
No, I just don't
care.
That too.
I'm like, I don't... And some of them are stupid, like, dumbass jokes. It's like a Minion meme.
Oh.
It's like, oh, God, some 70-year-old guy or 60-year-old guy, and he's putting, like, Minion memes on his profile. And one old-ass picture from when he was, like, 30, and now he's 70, and then, like, a bunch of memes. That doesn't help anyone. Nobody gives a fuck about what memes you find funny.
There it is. Let me see.
Find a meme?
I'm looking for my dating profile. I have Tom Cruise. I have...
Which one? The intently staring or the laughing?
Family Guy.
Family Guy.
I have an actual picture of me.
Yeah, see, I would send you a thing and be like, well, I don't give a fuck about any of this stuff.
I have Mr. Bean, and I have... And the reason why I have that dude is he's from Indiana Jones, the Raiders of the Lost Ark. So during the drinking scene with him and Marion, the reason why I have him is because years ago when I was working at a superstore, there was a person that walked in that looked exactly like him, and it was a female. And I was just like, I thought that guy died. I mean, it was an exact 100% match.
That's funny, but why is it?
Because I like that picture. And I don't know why.
People are looking to date you, Michael.
No, they're not.
They don't want a picture of an Indiana Jones person.
Nobody would know. It's just a fat dude that's laughing.
Somebody would know. Actually, if somebody knew, you're right. If somebody knew, that's probably your match. You should probably just go with that. If anybody ever messaged you and said, is that the guy from Indiana Jones in the drinking scene? You should probably just, like, drive the 150 miles.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if you can figure that out.
Hot, dude. Seriously, because I watch a lot of Indiana Jones, and the boys made me watch a lot of Indiana Jones. And I know that scene very well. It's one of my favorites. It's what I strive to be. She was my hero.
Marion, or?
She drink all the drink the dude under the table.
Right. Like, I can't add my... If I add my Instagram account, well, then they're not going to get anything but pictures of the podcast or...
Linking my Instagram account.
And I can't add more photos.
See it.
Oh, there's a photo right there. Here.
I don't want these people in my personal spaces, obviously.
I know why. Here's the other reason why I don't have a lot of my pictures on the Facebook page. Because I have to scroll through a billion pictures, and it's annoying. There's the Braves on the star. So, yeah, whatever. And a lot of my pictures are very inappropriate.
Yeah, well.
Inappropriate female pictures, which I like.
On your Instagram?
No. I do not post anything private on my Instagram page.
I have an as we go update.
Yeah.
If you'd like. The gentleman that I was trying to scare off ahead of time with the podcast is not scared of the podcast. He has requested that I forward a copy of the Bukkake episode. So either he's really into Bukkake, or he's actually interested in the podcast. See if the viewers went up.
You got one more.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
No, that's not a bad picture.
See, you need to just pictures of you. No. But if that's the face you're making, don't do that.
No.
That's horrible. My God. I wish we were filming this now so people could see what you're doing.
I'm taking a picture.
Do you want me to take the picture, Michael? With your headphones on.
Yeah.
This is how you want to look when Jesus comes back.
Yes.
And who gave you that shitty hat? I gave him that shitty.
This hat rules.
It's pretty
I love this hat. Old style. Now I gotta take the picture again.
Podcasting. What else is on our docket? You're like, I don't know. I'm fixing my profile. So why didn't you just ask me? I can fix your profile. Do you want me to do your profile for you? I'll do it.
There, that's a good picture. No, because I like my dumb profile.
Like motherfucker.
Nope, I don't care. But I did add an extra picture, so I don't care if I have memes and stuff on there. It's designed
to be an expression of you.
No, it's designed to elicit a response. Why the fuck do you have a Tom Cruise smiling? Why do you have midget Tom Cruise smiling? It's from Family Guy.
Well, yeah, but I mean, most chicks aren't going to do that because most chicks aren't me. Like, so one guy that I met before my last marriage, he had a picture of him with a bear cub, and I don't even know if I really knew what the guy looked like, to be honest with you. I just sent him a message and said, I would like to know about the bear cub. And he said, I can take you there if you want to. I mean, he never did, but I guess it's like some wildlife rescue thing. And when he went on that day, they had bear cubs and he got to hold the bear cub. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. But I was like, I must know about the bear cub. Fucking interested in the bear cub. And I think that's a little bit different. But from what I'm understanding as I talk to people, and, you know, I'm friends with a lot of dudes, that's not typical.
Yeah, I design my shit. Like, I used to have a list of questions, and I got rid of the list of questions, and that one got a good response. But yeah,
do people answer them?
Oh yeah. But it just got.
Of them, they're like, oh, what do you like for this? What do you like for that? What do you prefer, this or that? And I'm like, well, most of them were dudes that I wouldn't have liked anyway. So I'm just like,
my list of questions was Coke or Pepsi.
You know what? That's fair.
Beer or wine or something like that. You know.
You were like Dom or Sub.
No, I said, but I did put anal. I said anal? Question mark. Yes, I did. And then it said, by anal, I mean, do you pick everything up in your house? Or are you very clean?
Jesus.
And I got a lot of responses to those.
LOL on the anal.
Yeah. Because it was, and then like I had a list of 20 questions, but I specifically left out like number 18. So it went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18. They're like, where the fuck is number 15?
You've seen the stuff that I send, and when I send people, like, here's how your profile's fucked up, and they don't even read it, and they're just like, hey, how are you doing? What's the best part in Loomis? Like, what do you got going on? Like, I'm just like, Jesus fucking Christ. They don't read any of it, so it doesn't matter. I could literally put on there, like, I have a huge dick. They probably wouldn't even read it. They'd probably still message me.
Yeah, one of them was, do you like pineapple on your pizza? It was just dumb questions, like, do you wear yoga pants? Do you like yoga pants? You know? What did I say? Oh, G-string, boxers, or commando. That was the other one. And then but...
My balls would swell up.
Yeah.
I've got sensitive skin.
But again, those questions are designed to elicit a response. It's a yes or no thing. Do you like this or this? You know. And when I was in the auto industry, I was very good at asking the question to get the customer in. So, you know, what type of car do you have? You know, do
you like anal?
Do you like anal? Do you like black or, you know, do you like dark colors or light colors?
White people.
Black people. White.
Do
you want two-wheel drive or four-wheel drive? You know, what time would you like to come in? It's the east-west thing. And 9 times out of 10, people will be like, oh, I'll make an appointment right now. Okay, what time would you like to come in? Would you like to come in the morning or in the afternoon? In the afternoon. Is 2 o'clock good for you, or would you rather come in around 6 o'clock? Oh, 6 o'clock would be good. Great, I'll see you at 6 o'clock. Boom. And that's how you ask those questions, especially with dating. You know, when you go out on a date, you ask those same questions. You know.
So what you guys can't see is I'm just dead. I realize I'm just dead staring. I'm like,
right.
I don't. You're like, oh, what would you like to drink? I'd like a lager. You get a whiskey sour. Like, I don't.
Right, but you ask.
No man's peace. I can obviously see that.
Guys should be asking these questions. Women, you don't have to ask the questions because a response. If you respond, it's usually a response to elicit either another question or to carry on the conversation, extend the conversation. Okay, that's what I've experienced. And if a guy can't carry on the conversation, it's not even worth it. So if I ask you, do you like Coke or Pepsi? Well, I like Coke, whatever it is, right? Okay, why? Well, this is why, and I like the mix and this and that. Great. What do you mix it with? You know, it just extends that. Yeah, it just extends it. I mean, do you drink anything else other than whiskey? Fuck no. Fuck whiskey. Well, why? You know.
Spit on my shitty rib. Which is now lukewarm, by the way, because it's been sitting there.
But that's the way it should be designed. That's the way guys should approach this shit instead of just going, like when you ask that guy, do you want beer or wine or whatever you asked him, and he's like, I'll take a whiskey sour, and then he gets back to you like, no, you know what? Can you get me a lager, but make sure the lager is kind of a light colored lager, and it has to have like a citrusy blend, and put a
can't see this, but I'm actually just pulling my bottom of my eye,
and put a twist of orange in there. Can you do that for me, please?
So I told homeboy that I saw. I was like, hey, like, and by the way, if he ever listens to this, he's gonna be like, he called me homeboy on it. I said, if you want to see me again, you're finding the next day. Here's when I'm available. I don't eat at Arby's, and I don't like sushis, and I'm not going to eat Long John Silver's. And his only response was, there's still Long John Silver's? And I'm like, I think there is.
Yes, there is. There's a couple left. Not the one down by the strip club, but although I found it ironic that there was a Long John Silver's next to a strip club.
You did a sex club?
Yes.
You did? Which one? The one in Carmichael?
No.
Was it in L.A.?
No. San Francisco.
Oh.
The Mitchell Brothers Theater I told you about.
That's right.
Because that's like a fucking like a 12-in-1.
This is coming up in casual conversation, and the only thing I could think of is like the smell. This is a question me and my buddy have. We're like, what does it smell like?
Feet.
It smells like feet?
Kinda. It smells like a.
Does it smell like tuna and fucked butthole? Because that's what we think it's going to smell like. We're just like old open can of tuna and fucked buttholes.
No, it smells like overly clean, just weird. Yes. Yeah. A lot.
Well, you'd have to.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Like, I don't know how often they clean that stage, but.
The strip club?
Yeah, no, yeah. That's how this works.
No.
Yes.
No, like orgy clubs.
No, they have strippers.
They still have strippers?
Yeah, they still have dancers and all that other shit to kind of. No, they do all that stuff.
It's actually just like a house. They have like a pool and different playrooms, they said. And I'm like, wonder what that smells like. I don't know why that's my first thought.
How was the house?
What do you mean it's the house? Can you imagine if the house was haunted and people moved in and they made it a sex club and the ghosts are like, oh God, oh no, I don't want to see that. That's so horrible. That's like that's like worse than an exorcism.
They'll turn into poltergeists, like that big fucking poltergeist thing that comes out of the closet, It's got the arm wings or whatever else like that. It's just like a gigantic head that's just gnarly looking.
Beautiful.
All of them that'd be great to have in a sex club. People would be just taking pictures of it. Like,
come out with nipple clamps.
Yeah. Look at this scary demon. What did it do? Well, it jumped out of a closet and tried to eat all of us. Click, click, click. How many did it get? 3? Did you call 911? No.
I thought it was part of the show.
Just took pictures.
It really got me off. That's where I came.
Twice.
Back to back. Just, okay. I love it. All right, what's on our docket? Anything else?
That's really about it.
Fantastic.
Talked about my exploding balls. Dating to date, because what else are we going to do? Don't forget to buy our shirts. Yeah.
We've got shirts, and we've got shirts now with a clay quote.
No, we don't have that one yet.
That one up. It's one of my favorite new quotes.
We have cocktails with Heather.
We do that with the fat chick with the...
Yep.
God, yes. I've never seen a more accurate representation of myself.
The devil tail. Yeah. And then, sure.
Well, I'm not a dom, I guess. Not a good one. Like, what are your rules? I don't know, I don't play with shit. And the guy's probably like, she doesn't know what the fuck she's doing. This is, in fact, my first rodeo, sir.
Chop wood.
Just bring him here and be like, this door sticks.
Yeah.
My brother's allergic. You're going to need to leave the rail a little bit.
Here, chore whore.
I need a chore whore. Do you think I can get a chick to do a chore whore? Because, dudes can't clean. That's not what I'm looking for.
We can clean.
It's like, I didn't see that. I didn't see that.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
You missed, a whole side. The whole side of the tub is black. We didn't see the part.
That's people that you're familiar with. Yes. Yes. There's another one. Yes.
Dude, I could do a whole show just on that. Fuck.
We may have to.
I'm down. I'll get stories from before, too.
Yeah. It's just... everyone's guilty of being fucking dumb. You know, it's on both sides. So, okay. Stop picking on me.
I know.
Oh, that's why I'm single. There you go.
Hey, well, at least I burned through. The thing of it is, it's crazy enough that you get like that many people. I think I sent I posted a thing on them. It's like, how do you get that many people that actually want to marry a person?
My question is how do you not cross paths with people that you've already dated?
I don't know. You know, I've wondered that a lot.
Like
I don't know.
You've dated a third of Northern California.
Wish I would have so many free dinners. Are you shitting me? Jesus Christ! I wish it was third of Northern California. I would have amazing stories then. No, I don't know. The only thing that I can think of is the only time that I see my exes are the ones that I have children with. I don't see the one. I don't even talk. I haven't talked in like a year and a half to my oldest dad because we don't have to anymore because he's, you know, of age. He's almost 21.
Right.
And everybody else, the only thing I think of is like, I never had anything in common with these people or cross paths with them.
Yeah, but I mean, like on a dating site, that's what I'm saying.
You know, I don't know. They're just not on the same platform. Maybe they've all gone in and immediately when they set up their profiles, blocked my number. Because it's the same number that I've had for
yeah. The guys would.
2 years.
Most guys don't know how to do that.
Yeah, you can. You can go in and block.
Oh, yeah, I know.
And I'm not Facebook friends with them.
I know, because you blocked me because you said you blocked me and then it didn't work.
Facebook dating, but they also won't set you up with your friends.
Right. No, and
because nobody needs to read that about their sister.
Well, that's true.
Talk about vomiting.
But the thing is that, like, I mean, on Tinder you would come up, like, I'd be flipping through and be like, why the fuck am I getting into her? Like, the first time was funny. I'd be like, okay, yeah, swipe right, you know, ha. And then it went away for like a year and a half, and then it showed up again. Like, I'm gonna swipe right again because fuck this. And then like every other day, it was just like, and I'm not on Tinder that much, but not really.
No, I seriously, because I was on Tinder when we talked about this, we never figured it out. And this is what concerns me about those apps. And we were going to go into this maybe in another episode is because I was literally on Tinder for not even a month the first time, and I haven't been on it since. But my profile will still pop up, but I've canceled my profile.
Yeah, I haven't seen yours, or there's a couple of other people that we know that we have explained that once in a great while I'll be swiping and
It'll be
their profile will pop up and I'll swipe right.
Just same rooms with them. I know my ex-husband's on Bumble because that charge went through our joint account.
Oh, nice. But everybody knows that if I swipe right on you, I'm letting you know. Well, no, it's not just I saw you. It's I'm letting you know that it's trying to match me. Or, you know, you're showing up on my thing even if you have me blocked. So, but a couple of mutual friends haven't shown up, but I haven't been on it for
the Tinder
for a while. Once in a while, I'll jump on.
I just did Facebook. It was free and it was easy, and they blocked me from people that I'm already friends with, and it's, you know, quite frankly, I'm not interested in like delving in. If I run out of material on this one, I may have to go to another one, but
right now,
like
I've got material too, but the problem is that I don't want to
embarrass the chicks.
Not just embarrass them. You know, I'm not really worried about embarrassing them. It's just I don't want to sound like a fucking asshole.
But it's funny when I sound like an asshole.
No. I mean, like
it's bad. I'm just saying it's funny.
Like they're just ugly fat chicks.
Well, I post just the ugly ones. I got one that's got an eye that I've got saved in my phone. I think I sent it to you, and it's way over there. And I keep wanting to post it and say like, I spy another great Facebook dating find, and I just don't because I feel bad. It's probably not his fault. Like
he can talk to you and look at the weather at the same time.
It's like that his eyes fucked up, but
yes, it is.
He should be one of the guys that wears these. That's exactly what I think is behind all those sunglasses. Is that eye? That eye.
Just,
I think behind those sunglasses.
Just the lazy drifting eye, and yes. and you're staring at it, and he's looking at you, and he's looking at the fucking menu.
He's like, keep talking. I got an eye on you.
I'll keep my eye out.
Gonna cross the T's and dot the lowercase J's. All right, I'm done.
That's all I got.
That's too. All right, till next time, party people.
Yeah, don't be ugly.
Don't be ugly. Don't post pictures of your fucking eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, 175 pounds of sorry about your pussy and asshole.
That's what our friend Clay is right now.
Good night. Say good night, Gracie.